For another game review, and I'm going to be looking at Hollywood or Bust, described on the back as movie madness and mayhem on and off the set. Let's find out if that's true. The game's loading, so let's take a look at the packaging as usual, and it's got a nice colourful picture on the front of a man throwing a custard pie in another man's face and other bits and bobs. Title screen's just come up while it's loading there, and pretty much a repeat copy of the cover artwork, so nice consistency there. This is in the grid style packaging, but it's a little bit different because as you can see, the grid is green instead of blue, so not sure why that occurred, but it did. And we've got a little description of the game on the back along with the name of the author, John Ferrari. And inside the packaging we've got screenshots which look pretty good actually, and of course inside the packaging, inside the sleeve, we've got basic instructions. You've got to collect 5 Oscars hidden in the studio, pursued by ghouls and security guards. And you've also got to throw custard pies at people, as the front cover suggests. So the rest of the instructions, like many of the others, has got the instructions in other languages. This game has another Rob Hubbard tune, and it's obviously a sort of 50s ragtime kind of tune that you might associate with Hollywood. Is it 50s? I don't know, maybe 30s, who knows. Anyway, let's get the game started. The first thing I'll say about this game is it's hard. Just to illustrate, one touch from a guy and it's game over. Seems a little bit unfair. So anyway, let's go again. So you walk along here for a little bit and you can shoot this guy but he doesn't die. But then if you walk out the back here, you have to wait a while for various policemen to appear on the streets. And then your man arrives and you basically just run along the street throwing custard pies at these guys. You've got to last a certain number of frames, which are counting down on the right hand side there. You can also go up to the top here and refill your custard pie meter, apparently. It doesn't really seem to work then. So you run along shooting these guys, which don't really make much effort to attack you, to be perfectly honest. And then you go back into this room and you walk around for a bit, try not to get killed, and off you go again. Graphically it's not bad, quite cute sprites on this level, and controls are decent enough, although the custard pies just seem to fly all over the place, which I suppose probably happens in real life. So in a second he's going to go back into the other room. I'll try and have a little look around the other room again. The graphics in this room are quite nice, there's no doubt about that. There's lots of stuff going on at the bottom of the screen with the guy rolling the camera, nicely drawn, big chunky sprites. But there's really nothing to do in this room apart from avoid being killed. You just go back out into this room. I don't really see the point of it. It just seems to go on and on without any obvious aim other than to get a big score, which doesn't really seem that difficult. It seems to be buggy as well because there's no... the custard pie meter when I was playing it earlier was bright yellow on the left hand side, and now it's just totally black, so it needs to be a bit ropey in that respect as well. I will just go try and survive one last round of this, just to show the other way in which you can die on the other screen. You do have an energy bar on this screen, which makes it a bit easier, which if I run into one of these guys you'll see go down on the left hand side. You just have to last longer each time. I suppose you could say it's a little bit like Robotron without anything actually trying to attack you. Boring, boring, boring. Okay, so if you go to the right here, then in a second you can walk through a wall. Oh, I picked something. Oh, that's an Oscar. I forgot you were supposed to pick the Oscars up. I totally forgot about that. Here we go again. So I'm back on this screen, and this is the other thing that can kill you, is a ghost, which, to be honest, you've got no way of getting rid of, it seems. You can't throw a custard pie at it and you die. So in summary, I really don't know what's going on in this game. I had totally forgotten about collecting the Oscars, but even if that's the only thing you've got to do, it's just incredibly tedious, and one screen is really hard and the other one's really easy. So in summary, bit of a load of rubbish really, to be honest. Probably not worth the $1.99 even back in the 80s, so we'll switch this one off now, I think.